It pays to be ignorant.
Where was the Declaration of Independence signed?
At the bottom.
Correct. Give that man $8.
It pays to be ignorant.
What do they ask you on an income tax form?
Questions.
Correct. Give that man $8.
It pays to be ignorant.
It pays to be ignorant, to be dumb, to be dense, to be ignorant. It pays to be ignorant, just like me. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tom Howard, your moderator for our little quiz show, It Pays to be Ignorant. But first, a word from our sponsor, Rheingold Beer.
My beer is Rheingold, the dry beer. Think of Rheingold whenever you buy beer. It's not bitter, not sweet. It's the anytime treat. I don't remember the rest of the words.
Our lovely battle of wits is It Pays to be Ignorant, and it makes monkeys feel like they are pretty smart. First, let's get a round of applause for our experts. Yes, they are so dumb, they think a steam shovel is used to shovel steam. Now, our first expert is a man who used to be nervous and jerky, but isn't nervous anymore, Mr. Harry Mack.
I have a poem, Tom. So there was a young fellow named Paul who went to a fancy dress ball, but sad to relate, he dressed up as a steak and was eaten with relish by all.
I see. Well, I hope he was tender.
Another fellow went as a pound of butter, you know.
I see.
He wanted to spread himself.
Ah, cut it out. Next, we have a woman who is so big, when she goes out at night, she wears headlights. Here she is, or as much of her as we can fit on the screen, Miss Lulu Louise.
You know, Mr. Howard, I am through with horse racing.
You're wise, Miss Louise. Running around the track is too strenuous for a woman your age.
Boy, they really took me to the cleaners yesterday.
I see. I thought you looked fresher this evening.
You know, I put everything I had on one horse.
Miss Louise, you couldn't possibly put everything you have on one horse.
One of these days, I'm going to give you a piece of my mind.
Well, you better keep it. You need it more than I do. And last of all, we have a man who was such a mean kid, his parents ran away. A man who spent 5 hours in a revolving door looking for the doorknob. Mr. George Shelton.
You know, Mr. Howard, can you believe earlier today I lost my checkbook?
Well, that doesn't sound too serious.
Well, it would have been if I hadn't have been so smart.
You were smart. This I gotta hear.
No one else can use them but me.
How come?
I signed every one of those checks with my name.
Mr. Shelton, if you had a brain, it's overdrawn. And those are our experts, which means we're in trouble. Good luck to you all. Our first question was sent in by Flo Gently of Sweet Afton, Minnesota. Put on your thinking caps. Who is the George Washington Bridge named after?
Is that the George Washington Bridge in New York City or the one in Rockport, Connecticut?
Rockport, Connecticut? I used to work in that town.
You did? What did you do?
I was a mechanic in a candy factory.
You mean you kept the machines in good working order?
Nah, I tightened the nuts on the peanut brittle.
All right. Let's get back to the question, please. Who is the George Washington Bridge named after?
Was that the guy who was our first president?
Yes.
Was his wife's name Martha?
Yes.
Can you give us a little clue?
Come on. You know him. His face is on the dollar bill.
Who has a dollar bill these days?
I'll take a guess. Is it George Washington?
Correct, Ms. Louise. Give that lady $8.
Wow! You can buy an extra small coffee at Starbucks.
Now, for our second question, submitted by Miss Gail Warning of Offshore, New Jersey. Betty Davis starred in the movie Jezebel. Who won the Best Actress Oscar for that picture?
Was it a woman?
Yes, it was.
Give us the clue. What other movies was she in?
The Little Foxes, Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, and The Petrified Forest.
Can you be more specific?
I think it was Greta Garbo.
Don't be silly. She didn't play in the Petrified Forest.
I used to work in that area.
Where?
The Petrified Forest. I was a logger.
You mean you cut down those big trees?
Nah, I logged their ages in a book.
Can you repeat the question?
Yes. Betty Davis starred in the movie Jezebel. Who won the Best Actress Oscar for that picture?
Well, can you give me her credentials?
Credenza. Oh, that's a big boxy thing with loose drawers.
Oh, now we're talking about Lulu Louise. Oh, I think I know. You knocked some sense into me. It's Olivia de Havilland.
Wrong.
What?
The answer was Betty Davis.
Oh.
I could be collecting unemployment right now.
You and me both.
Our last question comes from Commander Moshe Shepepik, Charleston Naval Base, South Carolina. This has to do with animals. Thinking caps on, please. What animal was featured on a buffalo nickel?
Oh, what kind of question is that? That's a dumb question. Well, everyone knows that a nickel is worth 5 cents, and you used to be able to get a cigar or a pack of gum.
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, you can't get to Buffalo by bus or train with only a nickel. It costs a couple of bucks.
Who said anything about going to Buffalo? It's irrelevant.
Irrelevant. That's one of those big gray things with a big nose and big ears.
Oh, now we're back to Lulu Louise? I don't have any guesses. Try it again. Lulu, have you been working out or something? Oh.
Now, we're back to the question. What animal appears on a buffalo nickel?
Buffalo. I used to work in that town. I was a tutor in an auto factory.
Don't tell me you taught auto workers.
Nah, I tested horns.
Excuse me, can you repeat the question again?
Yes. The question. What animal appears on a buffalo nickel? Yes, Mr. Mack, don't hurt yourself. For God's sake. Yes.
Well, am I right in assuming that the animal begins with the letter B?
Yes, it sounds like you know the answer.
A beaver.
No.
A bear.
No.
A burro.
No, the answer is buffalo.
And I was ready to say blowfish.
And that's all the time we have tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Good night until next week. I'm Tom Howard, and these nitwits are...
Lulu Louise.
Harry Mack.
George Shelton.
And remember, Rheingold, the delicious dry beer.
I guess
It's
it's
over.
over.